Continuing on the topic of helper, let's explore the idea of conditionally rendering content. Let's say I have this even odd reactive helper function that takes a number and renders whether it is even or odd. If we try this and check the browser, you can see that it really did a very good job in conditionally rendering templates. Now, I'll use an effect on count state, and the effect is to render text saying whether it is greater than 5. If we try this in the browser, visually we get what we want, but I want you to pay attention in the DOM here. As I click to update count, we can see the span tag flashing, which indicates that the DOM element was updated, but the text remains the same and visually it looks all good. This is where conditionally render needs to be optimized because you don't want unnecessary DOM updates for the same value. The reason this happens is that markup tracks the data and not the DOM. In this case, the data is the template that our side effect function is returning. Every time count changes, the side effect function is called and it creates a new instance of this template based on count value. And because it is always a different instance, markup does a shallow comparison determining that the instances are different, therefore re-renders the content, even though the content is the same span tag with same text. We can fix this by using the markup when helper. Here we have the effect moved to a variable to do a simple check and provide it to the when helper that takes a value or a function that returns a value as first argument. Then as a second argument was what to render if the value is truthy. Third optional argument is what to render if the value is falsy. Now if we try this, we can see that the only time the DOM changes is when the count becomes greater than 5. When is a reactive helper that handles condition and uses internal scope to cache things to help markup template make better decision on whether to update the DOM. The when helper should be the go-to way to do conditional rendering. Try it out inside and out the template to understand what it can do for you. Now, let's learn about the list rendering next.